Alex, Chelsea, Tanner, and Dakota from Project Fear went to the Indiana State Sanitarium. It's located deep in the forest, far from civilization. The building was intended for the treatment and care of tuberculosis patients. The facility consists of several separate buildings located on a huge area. Few people know that during the building's surgery, doctors often used unconventional and experimental treatments that did not give any results. The building was closed in the 1960s, and since then it has deteriorated more and more every year. The team has already visited this place once, and during their last visit, they managed to catch a mysterious apparition in the thermal camera passing through room number 409. The team went there once again. After arriving at the location, they caught something unexpected while filming the intro.
The nursing home. People who wander into this area will often be struck with such intense emotion that it causes them to break down into tears. Other paranormal investigators have reported so many shadow figures that they have given the building the nickname Shadow Hall. During his solo time in the Shadow Hallway, Dakota's...
What the frick is that?
What was that?
I've been hearing that. It sounds like a giant...
Like a big scream, right?
Dude, what's weird is it kind of sounds like it's coming from below us.
Yeah, which is the tunnel.
Which is the tunnels. Like, because it's coming up.
What the heck? I hate when we read the packet and stuff starts happening.
Bro.
What
What
was that, dude?
While reading the building's history, the team begins to hear disturbing noises.
The hallway. Dakota's...
Finally, one of them is loud enough for everyone to hear. This was only the beginning. When night fell, the team went to the main building, leaving Dakota with the thermal imaging camera outside.
Okay, what?
Yo, are you guys on the 4th floor? Yeah, we're on the 4th floor in 409 right now.
Okay, that's what I'm seeing. I see you guys. You're all standing by the window?
Yeah, we're standing by the window.
Thank God. Holy crap, that was freaky. Okay, I see them on the 4th floor. They're in room 409. Oh, this is so creepy. Just checking my surroundings. To my left, over here, is the nursing home. I'm hearing people. I'm literally hearing people right now behind me. Hello? I don't see anything on thermal. What the? What was that?
Guys, I just heard freaking branches snapping in the woods.
Nah, for real?
Yes.
And I don't see anything, but it was loud. Like, very loud.
If it's like a person walking around in the woods, like you would think they'd have a flashlight.
Well, also,
You pick it up on
yeah,
the-
exactly. You'd pick it up on thermal. And if it was an animal, same thing. So,
I don't know what that was. I don't see anything. If that was an animal, I should see it.
While the team is in the building trying to communicate with the souls, Dakota experiences something terrifying. He begins to hear people talking around him. There would be nothing strange about it, except for the fact that there shouldn't be anyone there and the nearest civilization or road is miles away. But what he captured moments later is even more disturbing.
Been out here for over 30 minutes. I still see him on the 4th floor, room 409. They're definitely doing spirit box right now. Oh, I want this to be done. I'm so vulnerable right now. I'm literally surrounded by trees and abandoned buildings. Whoa! What was that? I just saw like a cold signature moving below them, directly below them.
When Dakota is outside and constantly watching the building, he's recording something mysterious, while the others are in room 409, where they had previously managed to capture a figure. On the floor below, something flies by at great speed. What's interesting is that something appeared exactly under the room where they last recorded the apparition. Could it be a coincidence? However, what was captured is quite mysterious, and apart from some animal, nothing comes to my mind. What do you think about it, folks? Is this place really haunted? What did they actually manage to record that night? Who Dakota heard, but most importantly, what he managed to catch in the window. Was it a coincidence that they spotted something paranormal again in practically the same place? As always, you are the judges, you decide. Also, if you want to watch the full episode, visit their YouTube channel, Project Fear. Certainly, Casey and Colton choose wisely when they headed to New Orleans in Louisiana, where allegedly a haunted plantation resides. The building is usually rented out for various events, be it weddings or parties. However, what people experience inside is far from ordinary. Phantom voices, knocks, and footsteps. On numerous occasions, someone has been touched, and a mysterious woman's figure wandering the estate has been observed. All of this prompted Casey and Colton to rent the place for themselves for the entire night. Shortly after arriving at the location, they had high hopes that this night might be associated with incredible activity, as a thunderstorm raged outside. As many of you may know, storms are linked with heightened energy that helps spirits manifest their presence. Upon entering, they began their investigation. They started taking Polaroid pictures wherever possible, hoping to capture something.
Let's see, we got lights in here? Or are we just gonna have to use a flashlight? Here, lay them out, let's see what we got. Just right here. Just like put them all in like a grid so we can check them out. Let's see. Which one's that? Okay, that's one of the bedrooms. Bro, is there a crow in that room?
What?
Look, that right there, is that a crow? What the f is that?
Maybe something on the mantle?
Hang on, let me look at this closer. We gotta go see what's on the mantle in there.
Yeah.
Oh. Hello? Hello? Is there somebody there?
When the men check the photos taken, someone moves around the second floor. They both hear distinct footsteps on the floor. They are both terrified because moments earlier they had gone through every room and are completely sure they are alone. They decide to find out who it was, but they fail to find anyone. Minutes pass in the investigation. They try to communicate through a yes or no prism.
You can move things, you obviously are pretty intelligent, you know how to operate this device here. Are you going to continue to communicate with us?
So yeah, it's gonna
Well,
continue.
thank you. Maybe we got off on the wrong foot. This is Casey, I'm Colton.
We're not here. That scared the f out of me, bro. What time is it?
Once we got a couple of answers on the yes-no prism, the silence was interrupted by a phone ringing.
No.
Do you think maybe that's the owners? Why would they be calling this late? Dude, it's 1 a.m. right now. Hello? Hello? There's nobody.
You hear anything?
No, they just hung up. There was nothing. It's like complete silence. Was that you that just made the phone ring? We couldn't hear anybody talking. If that was you, can...
Yes.
It says yes. Can you do it again, please? And maybe this time you could say something?
I think that it's honestly just messing with us, man. Like it's... I mean, it startled me, but I've not felt like any, like... I mean, I was a little anxious upstairs, but it could be two completely different things.
Yeah.
What are the chances that whatever's down here try to bring us downstairs, because...
It's doing it again, bro. It just said yes. Yeah, bro.
No.
It just said that it made the phone ring.
Here?
No, bro. Hold on. Hello?
What?
Hello? Bro, what is that? Listen. Hello?
What the f*** was that?
I don't know, dude.
During an attempt to make contact, a rather unusual situation occurs. Suddenly, the sound of a ringing phone echoes. It unsettles them. It's late at night. Who could it be? Nevertheless, Casey answers the phone. Unfortunately, there's a grave silence on the other end. Nothing but that. A few minutes pass. Casey asks the question, "Was it you who called?" The answer is affirmative. Then he asks another, "Will you do it again?" Again, affirmative. But what scared them the most is that the phone actually starts ringing. Once again, Casey picks up the receiver, only this time, instead of silence, he heard ominous breathing. Not wanting to prolong this any further, he hangs up. Casey and Colton continue the investigation for a few more minutes before deciding to go to sleep for a few hours. Unexpectedly, something wakes up Colton. It turns out to be a motion sensor. Awoken, Colton gets up and starts recording.
Not this shit again.
Walking through a haunted location alone at night is one of the most unsettling feelings that you can possibly imagine. I even looked in Casey's room and I saw that he was knocked out.
Dude. Yo. Dude, there's something moving upstairs.
Colton walks through more rooms, reaches the stairs, where he notices something unsettling. On the second floor, he sees a moving shadow on the wall. He immediately wakes up Casey, and they go to check it out together. But they find nothing. So, during their stay at the haunted plantation, did they manage to communicate over the phone with the spirit of someone who died on that land? What was the mysterious shadow captured by Colton? we may never know the truth. Randy is a resident of Georgetown, Ohio. She claims that she lives in an allegedly haunted house. Right after moving in the first night, paranormal activity was activated and continues to this day. During this time, Randy has almost become accustomed to the ghost's malicious taunts, but she has had enough. She enlisted the help of Josh, Sean, and Rocky from the Paranormal Nightmare TV series to try to get rid of it. The brothers gladly accepted the invitation and came to Randy's house. After arriving, all three of them began their investigation. At some point, Sean decided to stay home alone and communicate with the spirit that was tormenting Randy.
Sure, if I'm too comfortable in here, like blown away with energy, it felt like, I guess you might as well say. Now, being in here alone, my heart's starting to race, and it just feels like somebody's watching me peeking around the corner, but I got alarms set up everywhere. So I definitely set up booby traps for the spirits in this house. If you set off one of my alarms, I can come find you and talk to you. What the heck was that? If you can make that noise, I need you to set one of my alarms off. Let me know where you're at. I heard you upstairs. Walking. Are you coming down the steps? Okay. You know when you walk or you run, that's really loud. Kinda spooky. Do you know what that means to scare somebody? What the heck was that? Okay, I'm gonna come upstairs. I keep hearing you.
Moving objects, footsteps, or banging made Sean go to the second floor, where unfortunately nothing happens. The three brothers meet again inside, where they continue to communicate with the spirit.
Do you like having two sisters here?
If you're upstairs, come down here with us. It's like a shadow.
What the heck?
And neither one of you guys were moving. It was like a shadow went from one room to the other. Did you hear that?
Yeah. Can you come down and talk to us?
I think I seen you.
Yeah,
Hold this one. I'll just
it
stand
was
up
like
here.
a slight thud, and it went to a loud thud. Yeah.
Can you hit that again for me, please? I want to know who's scaring the little girl. Whoever's scaring the little girl and talking to the little girl, I want you to come forward and communicate with us.
Activity increases from minute to minute. The brothers hear footsteps. One of their cameras records a mysterious shadow in the corridor where they heard footsteps. Another loud bang on the way to the second floor they reach. And finally, another unexplained shadow caught on a static camera. Was this the end? No, not yet.
Not here.
That's good. You like scaring me?
Louder.
Yeah, you do something louder. See, I know you're following me around. Something just moved out here. Something just moved out here. I want you to do something.
Closer.
The camera that previously captured the mysterious shadow does so again. Was this a real shadow figure caught on camera? Or are these just ambient shadows? You decide. The well-known YouTuber Frank finds himself inside an abandoned monastery. Yes, that monastery. During his previous explorations of this place, he managed to capture numerous unexplained figures, apparitions, and even a potential skinwalker. Clearly hungry for excitement and adrenaline, Frank ventures into this area once again.
Almost coughed. Oh my god. What the hell is that? Someone spray painted 666 on the wall. Buenas. ¿Quién eres? Hold on, I'm gonna wash my six here. Just in case something comes out behind me.
When Frank revisits the room where he previously captured a mysterious childlike figure, the first thing that catches his eye is a mysterious shape near the altar. However, upon closer inspection, it turns out to be just a dummy left by someone, likely to scare potential visitors. With nothing left to do here, Frank continues his investigation.
All this area here is starting to flood up. Hear that? Hold on. I think I just saw somebody in the other room. Oh my god, I'm getting so wet. I legit just saw somebody in the other room, I think. I saw something move. Buenas?
As Frank walks through a corridor, something catches his attention. He notices movement in one of the windows and immediately checks the room, but finds no one. Even after enhancing and properly lighting the footage, nothing is visible at first glance. However, after watching this segment repeatedly, I noticed something. I'm not sure if you can see it too. What do you see, folks? A face or something else entirely? Nevertheless, shortly after this, Frank decides to end his investigation due to heavy rain. But don't worry, this isn't the end. A few days later, he returns to complete his investigation. From the moment he arrives, strange noises start emanating from inside the building.
I don't see any light sources coming from any of the windows up there. Oh my god, it is so freaking cold tonight. But back there, I think is where I was hearing the weird sounds. Which I'm assuming it's coming from the forest line area. Oh, I just saw like a weird light. See it? What is that? I think that's coming from far way behind there. Maybe the highway in the very back. Oh my god, it is so cold. Alright, at this point now, I'm gonna go inside because I am freezing cold. I'm gonna see if I can switch my camera into color because it is extremely dark.
Prompted by the groans from the building, Frank circles it from the outside. Unfortunately, whoever it was has gone silent, so he has no choice but to go inside. But did you notice that? Just before entering the main building, he manages to capture something in the window that looks remarkably like a face. Previously, it was hard to tell if there was anything in the window. This time, it's much clearer. Unfortunately, he didn't notice what he had recorded at that moment, and Frank enters the building. After several minutes, he exits again, once more lured by inexplicable screams coming from the forest. Interestingly, these suspicious screams are so unsettling that nearby residents call the police, who speak to Frank to ensure he is not behind them. Once the matter is resolved, Frank decides to use a thermal camera to thoroughly scan the area and find the source of the mysterious screams.
Using thermal night vision, and I got something right there. It's given a pretty strong heat signature. There it is again, right there. Anything that's warm will come off as black. Nothing in this area is registering that color like that. What? It just made a noise. I'm gonna switch onto my thermal, my night vision. As of right now, I don't see what I saw on thermal, but there is something there.
Frank manages to capture something on camera. Yes, something. It's unclear exactly what it is. On the thermal camera, it appears only as a black blob resembling a crouching person. Interestingly, when Frank switches to the night vision mode, there's nothing there. Whatever it was, it disappeared. What do you think? What did Frank capture the first time? A ghost or a reflection? Was the white figure seen a few days later also an apparition haunting the place, or something easily explainable? And most importantly, what was the mysterious figure caught on the thermal camera? Was it responsible for the screams frequent enough to prompt a police visit? You are the judges. You guys decide. Also, if you want to watch the full episode, visit his YouTube channel, Franco TV. Chris came to different conclusions after his solo exploration. He visited another dangerous location in Cleveland, Ohio. This time, his target was the abandoned Audubon Middle School. This historic school was built in 1922 by architect Walter McCormick, who later designed many affluent schools in Cleveland. Due to a decline in enrollment, the school couldn't stay open for long and was soon closed. At one point, this neighborhood was a safe and prosperous community. However, today it's a prime example of how dangerous Cleveland has become. Just a few months earlier, a 16-year-old was shot and killed right next to this school. Knowing the history of the school and the area, Chris decided to visit the place.
What the hell was that?
As Chris walks down the hallway, a loud bang echoes from the inside of the building, indicating someone else is there. However, he continues his exploration undeterred.
This area has a really weird smell.
Smells like laundry detergent almost. That is weird.
As Chris explores more rooms, his static camera left in the auditorium captures something intriguing. We can see a mysterious black figure moving from the left door to the right door. Unaware of what he captured, Chris continues until he finds spent bullet casings and bloodstains in one room. This prompts him to leave the building immediately and call the police, who secure the area. However, while reviewing the camera footage, they find something equally disturbing. The footage shows a suspicious silhouette passing through the hallway and strange smoke emerging from around the corner. Was it a person, someone playing a trick, or perhaps these figures and the dark shape moving through the auditorium doors were not people, but apparitions caught on camera? What do you guys think? Ghosts or real people?